It started out so good. Chat, it started out so good. This is listed, right? Yep, okay. I know. I'm hopeful. It's gonna be just. I think we are back. So here's the thing. This could just be a regular occurrence, and I have no way of really controlling that. But yeah, this could just be a consistent thing because I don't have any way to really hold on. I just need to close out some tabs also. I don't have any way to hello, is it not? There we go. It's an it's an air-based router. It's not connected to the ground, like a wire at all. So it is very likely that it can just break in storms, which is not great. Thankfully, we're getting it'll take a little bit. It's AT&T Air. And that's just gonna not be great during storms, which sucks. And I guess I'll just have to take that into consideration. Thankfully, in a few months, they are getting fiber, which means it will be like cable linked. And I will be able to like directly link it with Ethernet, which will be very nice. But it also just means that until they actually get all that in, I'm kind of just up a creek until that happens. But we're back. We're so back. We are like so back. Finally. I started the stream unlisted because I wanted to see if it was going to break more, and it started out actually breaking even more. Like it was breaking the same amount, and then it just fixed itself very quickly. But it was very spooky to immediately have it go, haha, you're dying again. I thought I missed the stream by like 1 minute 2 times. To be fair, I have been streaming for a few hours at this point. I think 2. It wasn't Luigi. Thank you, Lily, for the 1 gifted. Okay. Let me... I don't have that. Okay, there we go. Sorry, Luigi, I tried. We'll hit him one day, guys. We'll get him. It'll happen. Okay, this is the last trainer. I am alive. I think everything's all right. No, it wasn't the memberships. It was genuinely just my router, which was unfortunate. Okay. So Let me just make sure. I think we set up. Yeah, we have the whole fight set up. How many fingers am I holding up? 7. And so I always am hit with water pulse. Welcome back, Joey. Okay, it'll always throw water pulse at... Actually, no, it'll always Venoshock you or Toxic you, which I do that into. Then it will always water pulse. Yo, Ace with the membership. Let's go. She got it. But Joby, thank you for the one. Let's go. Ace got one. We lost another good one today, fellas. Ace just got sniped out of nowhere. Okay. So how are we going about this? I forgot how I was doing this fight. So it's Growlithe to hit the Covet. Then after that, I do Mienfoo Fake Out plus Rock Smash. He then brings in Nidorina and will most likely Toxic, in which case I switch to Krogunk to not get Toxic. I then Fake Out and Mudshot because I don't actually outspeed. So I think instead of Mudshotting, I then switch into... who is it? I switch into Dottler? No, okay. I switch into Prinplup. No, because he's gonna Toxic. Right, so this is the play. So he always uses Water Pulse, and so I switch to Prinplup, in which case he will Toxic, and then I think he'll get locked out of it. It's never gonna happen. Lose everything. I appreciate you all of you greatly and dearly. True. I also appreciate chat a lot. Getting into sniping. Okay. And so it will probably make the AI realize that I'm just going to continually keep it from toxicking. And so then it'll start like just doing other things. And at that point I can kind of just kill it. And then Fan P will 1v1 be okay. Cool. So actually, yeah, I just keep Lucai Pup in. Cool. Let me buy a 50 cal? Holy 50 cal. Welcome back, Robert. Yes, stream is back. Actually. No, that's not what I want. Actually. Nope. Cricket. Whoever that is, the Cricket. Let's go. 360 no scope. You gotta work on your aim, Joby. I was thinking if there was a world where I wanted to like pre-status any of my Pokemon, but I don't think so. Joby, at least aim for me. Joby just like fired like the other direction into the crowd and just absolutely destroyed someone who wasn't even near the target. Joby said 360 no scope and hit the 180. Oh, wait, I gotta fix my chat. I forgot. Hold on. I'm sorry. Chat borked because I had to switch to a new stream. Okay, chat should be back. Theoretically. I think. No, yet. Oh, right. There we go. It is foretold. Who is Noah? I don't know a Noah. Noah. Anyway. Dude, I don't know who I think half of, like, most of these people are people that Bringle, like, sent in a raid at one point and stayed for, like, 10 minutes. I don't know who they are. If you have been gifted one and you're here, you gotta say something. Because you might not be here. All right, I'm done now. Good. Stop. Okay. Yeah, we good here. And I believe they're right there. Yeah, so I could theoretically hit a double battle if I tried to go right there, which would be kind of funny. It's not possible. Bringle is screwing them over, apparently. All right. So here, I start with a good old... Oh, yeah, the Intimidate, but Inner Focus means that he cannot have his attack lowered. So I will first, just to make sure... Yes, I will just covet. No way that this kills me. Just does a lot of damage. Speed fell, that's all right. To prevent it from becoming lost media. True, that Joby stream could have become lost media. Hey, Pixel PD, you're a member now. Good work. All right. Hit with my Mienfu. Hit the fake out because I am slightly faster. Oh, and it crit, so I don't even have to worry about anything. Nice. Okay. So now, it will always... I believe it will always try to Toxic here. It might just go for the Venoshock because a crit would kill. So either way I switch into Bring Gunk. Chat, help a pizza out. Okay, he does go for the Venoshock. And I can fake out just for a little bit of chip damage. And then I switch into, who did I say? He's always going to use Water Pulse here. And so, yes, he's always going to use Water Pulse here. So I'm going to switch into, I actually should have brought, Prinplup now that I'm looking at that. Because he always does Water Pulse. I tank this very well, though. This is just a very strong Pokemon. And then I am going to actually just Tackle again. I'm going to get Toxic here, but it doesn't matter. The Venoshock, if I am poisoned, just to check. Status. Badly poisoned. Venoshock will deal a lot. So now I want to switch back to Bring Gunk. I could have just bought a membership for myself, but that ruins the magic. That's true, it does. Okay, not very effective. Crits only deal 1.5 in this game, so there's not much fear of crits. Hit another Fake Out, guaranteed flinch. This will be another guaranteed Water Pulse. And against that, I'm going to now switch to Blippiza, because my Blippiza will get Toxic here, but it'll get Toxic after this. But I should be able to just kill it like right after that. And even if I'm badly poisoned, oh, that was a crit actually. Oh, that was a crit Venoshock. Interesting. Okay. And so if I'm healthy, a crit Venoshock shouldn't do that much, actually. Am I missing something? I shouldn't be taking that much from a crit Venoshock, but... interesting. I don't know why I took that much. Bring Gunk should never die here. And I can just hit another Fake Out. Yep, good. Okay, so then I Fake Out to get the kill. And then I switch to good old Fanpy and just take out this Flaffy. I love Flaffy. Dawn Crown. On God, I got a shiny Eevee and Emerald Sea Glass. I need to play Emerald Sea Glass. That looks really good. All right, and now he is just guaranteed to use Fire Punch because that is the only attack that it can use against my Flaffy. Actually can use Confuse Ray, which it probably will now that I'm thinking about it. Yes, okay. So into a Fire Punch, I should be able to just throw a Pokemon into it for a second. Let me just make sure. Lucai should exist, fine. Right? Yeah. Okay. Lucai takes the Fire Punch. I take my poison damage, and then I switch back to Flaffy into this guaranteed Shockwave. And then I just kill it with Bulldoze because it's so slow. It does change the graphics a lot. I've seen stuff about Sea Glass. It looks really good. All right. And there's the fight. Hello, Demi Luna. All right. And that was our last battle. Not of the stream, but our last battle until we're into Slateport. Where's the Pokemon Center? There you are. Hello. All right. We do get a guaranteed one new encounter for now. I think it's just one though. Because just making sure, this is Route 110 up here, right? Okay, chat. So you may see all that grass over there, right? The issue, there's a trainer in the way. And Joby, don't do it. Joby. Dang it. I don't know, it's impossible. We'll never hit. Joby, your aim is, I don't know if your aim is improving. I can't tell. Joby, you do one more and I will tell Astro what you named your Bellsprout. It would be so awesome. Okay, but this trainer right here is this guy. And there's actually not a way. So this guy, very hard fight. Because my level cap is 17. So we struggle against this guy because he has level 17 Pokemon. Slateport does have an encounter, and I'll get to that. But this guy sucks. Just in general, sucks. Because he has incredibly strong Pokemon that just are very difficult to deal with. And so I tend to leave this guy. Like, I've done a couple runs of just like for fun that I haven't lost. I just kind of played for a bit and just stopped on those saves. Every time I've done it, I have waited for the next time I get a level cap. There's a chance I can beat this guy without having to worry about that, but I don't actually have an electric type, which is basically the only thing that's like gonna be helpful against this Bibero. A grass type could be fine, but Pluck is a killer. So just for fun, let's look at it. What did you do while... What? Oh, I don't want to know what they did. All right. Let's look at the calculator really quick, chat. So, this Bibero. Pluck destroys me, which isn't great. Ponyta. Against Ponyta, I also just kind of am dying. Surprisingly enough. I have no way of one-shotting it, so I will take at least 1,000,000 damage. This Mega Draining and Shockwaving Electric pretty not good. So that doesn't seem great. Yoshikai, I do know Yoshikai. That's fun, but unfortunate. You're getting closer. We at least know that person. Against a Sunflora. See, here's the thing, chat. I actually don't have many answers for grass types. It's kind of just Growlithe. And Growlithe is gonna suck for that because I didn't get a single flying type this entire time. So not great. And then we have Dustox, which also is a killer. So yeah, I don't think there's any world that we can beat this. So we just leave. We don't worry about it. Like we're not gonna worry about that one for now because I don't think we have what it takes to beat that right now. And technically we can wait as long as we want to for that. I can beat him. Let me grab some Pokeballs. Right. Hurricane spam. You don't have Hurricane, you have Twister. Because Pokeballs, obviously. This guy. What a silly question. All right. So, this area in Slateport, no, because we're not getting surf for a minute. I just have to do this. So, this section, we can get a Horsey, which we already have. So that actually makes it very likely that we get, or that makes it where our 3 options that we can get here are Remoraid, Weasel, and Quillfish. Weasel would be fun just because he's an otter, and I love that guy. But I think Quillfish is the best because that is a solid poison type. And I think Remoraid just does decent damage. So I will just kind of withdraw some guys that'll help in the fight against one of these possible Pokemon. And Quillfish can't learn Explosion. That's easy. Easy stuff. All right. Let's go catch a Pokemon. Oh, Chad, it happened! It happened! Luigi got a pizza. Luigi got a membership. Oh my gosh. I'm screenshotting it right now. Oh my gosh, it happened. I can't believe it finally happened, guys. It took... Actually, hold on. So, just to recap, okay. So I think that was probably like, if I had to just throw a guess out there, I think that was like at least 40 memberships, if not more. First try. That was insane. But we got it. Good work, everyone. I'm glad we finally did it. The win rate sucked. There was a struggle to get Luigi Wants a Pizza. All right, but let's see what our Pokemon is. It could just be a Horsey, in which case we just go again. We just go again. First try, wow.
First try, wow.
It's the wrong one. Guys, why is it the wrong one? That's not the wow guy. I do like her voice. She is a good one. That's not the wow guy. I was expecting the wow guy. Okay, wow. Guys, I don't know if we're ever catching anything other than a Horsey. Okay, a Remoraid. I'll take it. Hey, my uncle. Hey, my sister. Let me actually switch to Lilithad, because I can tank something and just fake out. Oh, that's true, guys. Who's the gun? Because this is a gun. This is a sniper. Can this one also be Piplup fan? Hayden is Nuzleaf. Joby doesn't have a Mon. Does he? Joby, are you a Mon? This guy has Psybeam. We could have just lost Bringunk. If that crit, we just lost Bringunk. Okay, good to know, good to know. We could have just lost Bringle to a random encounter. Get him out of here! Terrifying. We fake out? I don't think Joby has a Mon. Remoraid? Remoraid? Bringle almost just died. This could be Joby raid. You're so right. It's a Joby raid. All right, guys, do we like Remoraid or Joby raid? We like Joby raid. It's a Joby raid. Is it Joby raid with exclamation points? Glad we're in agreement. All right, so that's that. And let's go check out our good old. Let's see how good of a Mon Joby is. It'll be kind of disappointing if his IVs suck. All right. Okay. Not great. It's okay. The speed is good. Yeah. Hold on. Let's look at this. If I do this, add Joby to the mix, make him like level 17 or whatever. He does have a 30. Okay, so Joby, you are actually the fastest Mon out of every Pokemon that I have, which is pretty solid. You also are almost tied with, or actually no, this is really sad. Ace has such a good special attack. I was gonna say you're like tied with Ace, just based on looking at it. You're not even close. Ace is doubling, or is almost doubling your special attack, which is not great. The what train? Bringle, you almost just died to a Remoraid encounter. Don't even worry about it. If the Psybeam, if the 1 in 16 happened, you would have died. But don't worry about it, because it didn't. Yeah, sadly, this Remoraid is not great. It'll probably be pretty good whenever, it'll probably be fine whenever we, evolve it, but yeah. Why is the trainer hard? Great question. These are the questions we have to ask. Trainers can be pretty hard, all things considered. The HP is fine. Just Remoraid's HP is not great. Actually, hardest trainer is next. The 2 hardest trainers are next. So yeah, to be fair, y'all are about to see the ones that are in the thumbnail. Yeah, sadly, Joby is not going to be great, but Joby raid will be okay, and will probably have his time in the spotlight at some point. So let's actually look at the next trainers. Speaking of, we've got oh, not that one. We got this guy. So he's got a Murkrow, a Skrelp, and a Tortuga. Now, gotta take a look at this calculator. Good old calculator. Murkrow, I'm assuming it dies to a good old Tortuga if I had to guess. If I just had to throw out a guess, you know. Yeah, Tortuga does pretty good against this guy. Okay, yeah. And then Skrelp. 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 So I can always, okay, here's what we do. This calculator makes my HTML tingle. Incredible. Okay, so Tortuga, real good here. Refresh. Tortuga's real good here. Then Primplup, pretty good. I don't want Primplup to, or actually I can pluck, but yeah. So poison water type. I would want to, after he does this, I switch into Lombre and fake out plus, actually I fake out and then go into then bring Gunk, who tanks an acid, he tanks either an acid, a protect, or a toxic. Those are the three things that could happen that turn. And then he will fake out, and then most likely it would be water pulse, which I can tank with Lombre, and then I can cycle that until I need to not cycle it anymore. Then against good old Tortuga, that ancient power is really scary. So I want to make sure that isn't a worry. And I think I can't actually one-shot this with anything, which is scary. Thankfully, I think hold on, let me check. If he has +1, if he gets the Omni boost, where does that put me? If he gets the Omni boost, I should be in an okay spot. Oh, he probably starts outspeeding me with the Omni boost though. He does not. Okay, I am still outspeeding him if he Omni boosts. The Omni boost does make things really scary though. Because an Omni boost means that he outspeeds and two-shots basically my entire team. Yeah. Which isn't great. But I think Lombre can take it, and if he can't, I can start doing some switching stuff with my fake out boys. I think the fake out boys can win it. Sorry, my girlfriend just texted me something gross. She accidentally just, like, she went to drink from her water cup and apparently just drank a live fly. Like, there was just a fly that for some reason was just like, oh yeah, what if I just jumped in the water and stayed there? She spit it out. That's awful. Sorry about that, guys. I had to explain that because I I can't say my girlfriend texted me something gross and not expect y'all to want to hear it. Y'all were gonna ask. Like, it was gonna happen. So I just said it, you know? Okay. Yeah, true. No, the fly is heckin' dead. So I need Lombre in. Oops. Lombre. I need Mienfu. God, this fight does suck if that Omni Boost happens. It's not Jover if the Omni Boost happens, but it's pretty close to Jover if the Omni Boost happens. The Fake Out squad has to pop off if the Omni Boost happens. Although the entire Fake Out squad does outspeed still, if the Omni Boost happens. So it should we name the next Pokemon after the fly. Sadly, we don't get another Pokemon for a little bit. We're basically like what we have right now is what we have for a decent bit. It won't happen. Like, we won't get another Mon this stream. So the fly will probably not be remembered next stream. See you, Muhammad. Okay. Oh, this fight sucks, actually. Right, I have to pay attention to the next fight also. This is a 2-for-1. This is a 2-for-1 special. I have to prep for the next fight. Shoot. So he'll always Toxic, which means I can go into Krogunk and then Fake Out Mudshot. And all he will do, he will Baneful Bunker, but Baneful Bunker just poisons, right? It's like a Toxic, it's like a... If Baneful Bunker blocks an attack that would make contact, the attacker becomes poisoned unless they're immune. Okay. Okay, cool. So it's Toxic and Protect. Yes. So I hit with Krogunk because Krogunk won't get poisoned by that. And so since Krogunk won't get poisoned by that, he will only be able to Venoshock me, which I can beat. I can just destroy him. Easy. So then we have Frillish, who I can theoretically take care of with good. I can take care of it with Lombre. And then against Whirlipede, I think I can double Fire Fang it. It's gonna use Rollout though, which is terrifying. Okay, but if it uses Rollout, I switch into no, I actually just switch into Tortuga anyway if his health is okay. But this Rollout is really scary. So I think I put Phanpy in for that. Okay, this is one where I'm writing down the course of action. Texas is bigger than a bread box, fun fact. Okay. We're gonna write some things down, chat, because this is a spooky one. All right. Where's that typing starting? There it is. Okay. Let's do this for now because it doesn't have to be that bad. So we start out with... Okay. So against them... So here's what we're doing, chat. Here's what we're doing. Against Murkrow, we start with good old Tortuga. I use Smackdown and then Aqua Jet. That kills it with me only taking one Nightshade. Theoretically, if it goes, I might have to do 2 Aqua Jets, but either way, it is best for me to Smackdown, Aqua Jet, and then Aqua Jet again. So turn 1, So, yes, 1 smack down. And then it will Night Shade. And then turn 2, I will Aqua Jet. And it will either die or Night Shade. And then turn 3, Aqua Jet, possibly. And this will for sure kill it at that point. So that's Murkrow dead. Skrelp. Skrelp will always use Water Pulse against me. So if Skrelp is using Water Pulse, I will switch into Lombre. Swap to Lombre. Water Pulse. It tanks a Water Pulse. And then it is almost guaranteed to use... It's guaranteed to use Acid, Toxic, or Protect. Any of those things, I then want to switch to Croagunk. Because if I switch to Croagunk, it will just tank any of that. Then, on the next turn, it will probably either use Protect... It will either use Protect or Water Pulse. And so I just Fake Out. And then the Fake Out will deal a decent bit of damage. I then want to Mud Shot. Even if he crits with Water Pulse, it does not kill me. And this Mud Shot will help the rest of the fight. So the fake Mud Shot into its Water Pulse. Or it tries Protecting again for some reason. But Water Pulse is the most likely. Okay. And then after that, I can swap to the Poison Point's scary. I think I have P.E.K.K.A Berries, which can deal with that. I also have Regenerator on Mienfoo, which I forgot about, but Regenerator's really good. Because that means that every time I switch Mienfoo out, he gets 33% of his health back. Which is very powerful. It means he can just like tank a bunch of stuff. And so I swap into Mienfoo and I will take some damage, but then I can Fake Out into Double Slap. So 8, swap to Mienfoo. Water Pulse 9. I will Fake Out, and then it will either Protect / Water. Actually, it will Protect / Talk. I think it's most likely a Toxics. Toxic / Protect. I really need to look into the AI of this game more. And then / Water Pulse. Okay. And then turn 10. I use Double Slap, and hopefully it dies. But it will be most likely to use Water Pulse at this point. Actually, it would be most likely to use Toxic again. And so then it should theoretically die or Toxic, though. Die / Toxic. So now that is Skrelp dead. On to our good old pal Tortuga. I need to switch in to swap to Lombre. I swap to Lombre, and then I Fake Out. He's going to use Ancient Power. Actually, Whoa, wait. Who's out at that point? It's you. He might brine, actually. Oh, he will brine because Mienfu will most likely be below 50%. I need Mienfu to be below 50% HP. Hold on. Because if Mienfu is below 50% HP, it will most likely use brine because it will see a huge kill. Like, it's not quite a kill, but it will actually will see a kill because of how strong brine will become. There's a chance that that's actually really good. I have no idea what he's saying. Dude, I'm trying, you know? Okay, brine does does twice as much damage when the Pokemon is below 50% HP. So I want my Mienfu to be below 50% HP so that it will see a kill with brine, but then I can swap him out, get the 33% heal with Regenerator, and swap into a good Pokemon who can do well against a brine, i.e. Lombre. So actually, I need to make sure that Mienfu has like decently low HP. Which I can do. Okay, let me just make sure. If I have Skrelp versus Mienfu, a crit Water Pulse will deal 72. Okay, so what I do, so I'm going to come into this battle with Mienfu probably pre-paralyzed. Maybe? I don't know. Hey, Earthor. Or no, I think I might just have to have it pre-poisoned, or because I can't have it pre-burned. It would have to be pre-poisoned, but I don't think I can pre-poison it because it's so far away. I would have to spend a lot of money on potions and such. Oh, this is a tough one. This sucks. Okay. So I need this Lombre to swap into a brine. Like, swapping into brine has to happen. So I need my Mienfu to have a little gotta lock in. If I swap into, oh my gosh, okay. So here's what's happening, chat, right? Swap into the Mienfu on a Water Pulse. I will take damage from a Water Pulse no matter what. Water Pulse is guaranteed to do 37. Okay. So actually, all I have to do here is, does Mienfu have damage on it? Mienfu does not have damage on it. Okay, I need to damage Mienfu a little bit. But if I start Mienfu at, how much is 75% health? Or wait, what's the amount a Water Pulse will kill? Okay, so I want Mienfu at 73. 73. Oh, I can't have it at 73. Okay, I'm gonna have it at 70. Okay, so I need it to be at 33. The game is behind this. I need Mienfu to be can be like 34 HP. And then that will guarantee, or actually, no. Yes, okay. So Mienfu needs to be at anywhere between, actually, it could be at 86 HP. 84%. 80. Hello? Oh, I see the issue. No, gosh. 80. Okay. it could be at 86%, so it could be at 37 HP. 37 HP would mean it would be enough that a water pulse would bring it down to half HP, which would force the incoming Tortuga to use brine because it would see a kill. So I will need to make sure that I do that before the fight. But so now that guarantees swap to 36 or 37 HP and food. Okay, that guarantees that, and that also keeps me out of range of a crit death. It is right in the sweet spot of not dying to a crit, but always being below 50% HP. So now that we're through that, I will swap to Lombre in on a brine from the what's his face? That. And then I can fake out for chip damage, just for funsies. Nothing. Then I can use a Mega Drain against his Ancient Power. If Ancient Power Omni boosts, which is the worst case scenario, can I still kill? So at minimum, I will take 45 away from this guy. So he'll be down to 45, or no, he'll be down to 65% HP. And he has a Rindo Berry. Oh, right. So if I do that, Rindo Berry goes away, even if he's Omni boosted with special defense. Okay. Even if I would have to roll incredibly low to not have anything happen with this, but I think no matter what, it is okay. I think even if he Omni boosts, a Mega Drain will kill because I will have... Okay, chat, it's time for actual calculator time. Holy, we're popping off today. Chat, you won't believe it. Boom, calculator. Numbers. All right, so at minimum, we have the 2 damage from the 2% from a fake out at minimum. Then, let me get back the Rindo Berry. Then at a minimum, we have 31, or wait, plus 31 plus 2. Then, oh wait, no, not 31. Sorry, that's with that. Clear. Okay, so 45 plus 2 equals, good. Then Rindo Berry, gone. But it could get the special defense boost, which would bring it to 62.5. Okay, actually, it is perfect lethal at the minimum rolls of everything, even if he Omni boosts. So Lombre can just 1v1 this guy, which is great to know. Hold on, I kind of just lost my whole... Hello? Ah. But yes, great news. We cannot lose to this guy with that if we set it up correctly. So then, and then I Mega Drain again, and I still outspeed even if he Omni boosts by 1. Mega Drain, Dedge. Okay, then on to fight 2. Fight 2, we start with our Tortuga. Hold on. Okay, so now Dedge, but we have our second fight, which starts with Marini. Marini will most likely start by trying to toxic my Tortuga. So I will then I will switch to Krogunk. What are we talking about? Swap to Krogunk. And either Toxic or Venoshock. Yeah, I have no idea what they're talking about. Oh, yeah, they're talking about it. Okay, yeah, for sure. I know what they're talking about. And then that's that. And then it will try then to most likely use Baneful Bunker. And I will just Mudshot it. Because Krogunk takes a... Okay, I do need to attach an Oranberry to Krogunk because it could be scary. But I do need the Oranberry on him because I need him to be at a higher HP threshold. Mienfoo will be pretty high on HP. He should be at least half, which is good. Mudshot, and I take a Venoshock / Soak. A Soak would honestly be okay. That is a cool owl. I gotta say, that is a cool owl. Okay. If he uses Soak, that's fine because then he would try to Toxic again, which I guess isn't great. I think it might try to Soak. I don't know what the Soak AI is, and I'm too lazy to look at that right now. So I think I will do that and then switch to Fan P. 3 swap to Fan P. And then it will most likely either Venoshock again or Toxic or Soak. Then 4, I use Bulldoze, and it will most likely Toxic me. But if it uses Toxic, I will have a Pekka Berry on. Okay, hold on. Let me write things down really quick that I need to remember. 37 HP Mienfoo. Oranberry, Krogunk, and then also a Pekka Berry on Fanpy. Chat, I know y'all are having a great time watching me do this right now, but it is required or else we die. That's just how it is. Okay. Imagine something like this happening IRL. It could. Hey, it could. We're watching math homework. Okay, then turn 5. The Bulldoze will take it down to down most of its HP. Revive into a cool owl. Fair enough. Okay, and so if we have that, so it'll be the Krogunk will hit the Fake Out. What is Merciless actually? I need to make sure that I know what Merciless is. The Pokemon's attacks become critical hits if the target is poisoned. Okay, good to know. By it, let's just say that cool owl. Okay. So Krogunk, I hit the Fake Out, and then I hit a Mudshot. It will try to do something on me. No matter what it does, I'm okay. I can then switch to Fanpy and just Bulldoze. Or I switch... Actually, here's what I do, chat. I need to Pekka Berry. I also need to Pekka Berry Mienfoo. Because if I have a Pekka Berry on Mienfoo, That means I'm not scared of toxic, and I can actually just heal up Mienfoo a few times with regenerator. Yeah. Oh my gosh, chat, this is so much. These double battle things suck. Okay. So I can switch into Mienfoo, fake out, and then if it toxics, I heal it with the P.E.K.K.A. Berry. And then I switch back to Krogunk on... Actually, no, then I switch to Phanpy because it's gonna Venoshock or Baneful Bunker. Okay, so... I actually swapped... Okay, here we go. I swapped to Phanpy, take that, then I swap to... how much do you take from a Venoshock? A scary amount. No, I can't do that. That's too sketchy. I think I just commit to Phanpy because Phanpy bulldozing does a two hit kill. And then I think I just bulldoze Dedge. Dedge / Baneful Bunker. 6 bulldoze Dedge. Okay, now on to the next Pokemon. Our good old Frillish, most likely. Frillish has Hex, Water Pulse, Shockwave, and Recover. The scary thing is good old Cursed Body, which, if y'all know, means that it can disable moves if I hit it. It's just like a 30% chance that it disables a move. If it does that, that's really bad. Our best bet against it hexing is going to be our Lombre, which should be pretty high HP at this point because it just should be. Lombre tanks Shockwave. It should tank literally everything. The scary thing is if it gets Hex or if it gets Cursed Bodied. But even then, I can just switch back into Phanpy for a turn. Because it's going to guaranteed Shockwave, or no, it's going to guaranteed Hex, which Hex is always bad. Ugh. Oh no. Wait, this Hex sucks. Oh, Hex is so bad. Okay. Okay, Hex isn't bad against Nuzleaf, and I haven't used Nuzleaf at this point. So, yeah, okay, Nuzleaf is actually a really good answer. So I can have them both. See you, Joby. I can have them both flip-flop. Because Nuzleaf and Lombre should be able to just flip-flop against the Hex Shockwave and be okay. The Recover is scary, but I don't think it'll be a problem. Is Cursed Body just any damaging move? Yes. Okay. And so then, last but not least, we have good old Whirlipede. Now at this point, I should have decent HP on our Tortuga because he is just here, you know? And so if he decides that he wants to roll out, I can immediately swap into hold on, is there a way to show how many rollouts have happened? How does rollout work again? Does it just like how's the additional damage happening? Inflicts damage, doubling in power for each hit. Is it like doubling? Like, hold on, chat. I need to know this. Because is it like, oh, it goes 20, 40, 80, 160, 320? Because that's, okay, that's, no, it's, sorry. Sorry, I should have known. It's 30, 60, 120, 240, and 480. So, physical therapy in 12 hours. Okay, I'm almost done, guys. Don't worry. I got this. So, if it uses rollout on whatever Pokemon I have, I immediately switch into Nuzleaf or Lombre, and I fake out. If I switch into Lombre or Nuzleaf, he is guaranteed to then Pin Missile because that is a guaranteed kill. In which case I can switch to Mienfoo, or actually, yeah, Mienfoo, or actually no, just Mienfoo, because then Mienfoo will be good. I'm gonna head out because it's 1 a.m. All right, Becca, see ya. Yeah, so I switched to Mienfoo also because the regenerator means that it's always good to switch in and out of Mienfoo. Okay, so just make sure. I think it's kind of just a... Oh, right, hold on. I completely forgot to deal with... Okay, the thing is, Frillish is kind of just swap to Lombre. Improvise. That's literally it. Okay, now let's say, like, you know, turn 9 or whatever it is. Against Whirlipede, I swap to... Okay, if it's Lombre, I will always get Pin Missiled, which means I will want to swap, because I will always have Lombre or Nuzleaf out. So I will swap to Mienfoo. After swapping to Mienfoo, he will always use the Pin Missile. Pin Missile could be scary if it crits and does... Pin Missile's really scary, because a Pin Missile crit at 5 hits, if every single one of them crit, and it was 5 hits, it would deal up to 69.7% of my health on Mienfoo, which could kill it. And we don't like that. But the issue is... Ooh, actually... No, I swap into... No, I swap into Krogunk. Krogunk at max takes 31. Okay, I swap to Krogunk. Good knowledge. Krogunk. I think I can swap to Krogunk there at this point. And then he will most likely use another pin, or wait, no. He'll most likely use Venoshock, which I should be able to tank. And just kill, hopefully? Or if he starts using rollout, it's issues. I think the thing is I think it's just an improvise again with, like, I think it's a certified improvise moment with both the last Pokemon. At that point, I just have all of my Pokemon and I just have to, like, do what I have to do. I don't think there's much else I can do in terms of figuring it out. Oh, what was that math I was doing? Oh, the math was against Ancient Power Guy. Yes, right. Okay. I think this is good. I think. Chat, if we die here, we die here. You know, that's okay. If we die, we die. All right, so we gotta set a few things up. First, I need to have the correct team. So, Pokemon that I need all these guys, good. And then I need Nuzleaf. And I need a Phanpy. On top of this, actually, let me make sure of something. Move items. Let's just take you. And let's take that. Good. Okay. So. I am going to gonna take the whatchamacallit, silk scarf from you. Let me just check. If I have silk scarf on you, does that make it better against Tortuga? Oh, Tortuga. No. Okay, silk scarf does not help against the Tortuga at all. So actually I would want it to still be on you. Okay. So things that are required. I need a Pecha Berry on Dawn Crown. I need an Oran Berry on Krogunk. Let me heal up my Pokemon really quick. I also need a Pecha Berry on Mienfoo, but I will do that once he's at 37 health. Do I have an antidote? I do not. Okay. Hopefully I have enough money for an antidote. Are you able to heal status conditions? No. Okay. They give you a lot of berries. Okay, I need an antidote. I'm glad I did not spend all of my money. Okay. And I will do this last because I want to make sure everything is in place. Because I only have so much money. Saja, we need... Oh my gosh. Okay. I need the Pecha Berry on you. I need that on you. And then I always just need Saja to survive. I think all that is correct. I now talk to, actually, just to triple check. I heal first. I then come over here. I apply the status of poison to Padamu, bringing it down to 37% HP. $41, 40, 39, 38, 37, correct. Good. I then give it, oh wait, I can just use Pecha Berries, right. Okay, I don't have to worry about antidotes. I totally forgot. Okay. I do that. And you are holding a Pecha Berry. Let's just make sure that everything is correct. So, Mienfoo needs a Pecha Berry. It's not holding a Pecha Berry, it's holding a Silk Scarf. That was almost bad. Okay, hold on. Give Pecha Berry. Yes, okay. Oran Berry. Oran Berry, good. Pecha Berry. Pecha Berry. Oran Berry. Pecha Berry. That should be correct. I think we can go ahead and do the fight after so long. Oh wait, right. Hold on. I forgot. We have to like actually do the story a little bit or whatever. Is that here? Guys, where do I go for the story? Isn't there like a... Is there like a guy around here? Is it you? No, not you. Yes, this isn't just Calculator Simulator, surprisingly. Oh, it's in here, right. No. Can't I get an item in here, actually? I genuinely have no idea where I'm going. Is it you? Oh, gotcha. Yes, it is you. Perfect. Okay. All right, chat. We're in. Actually, I get something from you, correct? This is the guy we beat up earlier. What does he give me again? Swagger. Right. Okay. So we have swagger. Let's just save again, because now we have a different thing. Okay. We just spent like an hour doing that. Not an hour. Actually, no, yeah, we spent an hour prepping for that fight. I didn't even realize how long it had been, but it was an hour. Okay. I think this is correct. I think this is riskless, if I'm remembering correctly. I think it should be riskless. And that's what scares me. All right, here we go. This is so upsetting.